This investigation was strange in the fact that it was a back-to-back investigation of two-story houses in which the activity on the second story drove the families to vacate it and live solely on the first floor. What's even made it stranger is that this is the first of two investigations back-to-back that was once a dairy. This investigation took our team to a residence in North Waco. This house was built somewhere outside of Waco in the early 1900s and moved to this spot in 1937 where it became a working dairy. There was a well on the property that an 11-year-old boy fell into while playing and drowned in 1945. It ceased to be a dairy somewhere in the 1950s when it became a residence. One night, the occupant was laying on the couch upstairs and saw a black shadow come up the stairs and walk into the room and then into the bathroom. On another occasion, she was lying in bed with her 3-year-old beside her when the baby looks into the bathroom and asks, "Who is that?" Then the baby said, "Did you hear that, Mama?" Whatever she saw scared her so bad that she never went back into that bathroom again. A dresser in her room that her aunt had before she passed away would have all the drawers pulled out on occasions. One night, after she closed all the drawers, she saw them all open again. She fled the room and moved downstairs.
Jeffrey and Elizabeth and Mike coming up the stairs to the upstairs. Standing at the top of the landing, and I'm already getting dizzy.
When we came up to this house, we both had a very definite sensation of abnormality. It felt funny. I was nauseous. Both of us have felt a presence. And over the last couple of days, in anticipating coming here, preparing ourselves for the visit, we have had several significant interactions with spirit, which we'll discuss later.
Okay, I guess we'll start on the bedroom on the right. It's not as heavy in this room as it was in the hallway.
I felt a little bit of dizziness when I opened this panel. It's covering this closet. But I don't feel anything that points.
Yeah, I'm not getting much from this room. Let's go across the hall into the room across over here. Oh.
I want to look in here. This is right at the head of the stairs.
Top of the stairs. Storage closet. Alright, so there is another bedroom. Okay, this one to me feels like it's more active. A lot of noises. I think they have a lot of movement in this room. Things moving, shaking, maybe voices. I think they get a lot of noise from the ceiling. And I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting, is noises coming above, like somebody's walking on the roof. I actually feel like somebody stands right here in this doorway and watches. A male. I feel like it's a male that stands here and watches this room.
Just right below this dream catcher, it feels like there's a window here, not a portal, but a a window. My hand, even though there's cold air blowing in from this window, my hand is warm right here.
You know what it is? I think it's the land. I think something about that land out there is what's pulling. I think that is, I don't know, I feel like the land is pulling me. Like there's something attached to the land or something that was on that land at one time that is hanging around here.
Okay.
Because there's, when you said the window, the first thing I said is like I wanted to look out to the window onto the lot out there. So
Maybe we could walk around there. But
you think there was a window? At one time there may be a window there?
No, I think that this is a paranormal window. It's
We were curious to see if there was anything on the land outside this window, so we sent Robert out with a camera to see if he can make contact with anything there.
This is the view that Elizabeth had when she had her vision. This one right up there. And see, that looks like that was added. It looks like they bumped that out.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Out there with a kitchen.
I think that this was bumped out because that's weird to have that angle there, and then have that angle there, and then have that there because you have a valley in between two peaks. And it's probably hard for the rain to get off of that roof. They wouldn't have designed it that way. That could have been a porch. But that was, whatever used to be out there was what she was talking about.
I reckon. Come on. Come on. Come on. Doesn't count. There you go. Hello?
Watch closely as the camera pans around and you will see what looks like ectoplasm. Or could it be just lens flare? You decide.
Is there anybody here? I understand this used to be a farm.
If it was lens flare from the lights, why isn't the camera doing it now?
Was there a lot of cattle here?
Watch closely as the camera catches what looks like another ectoplasm going away from Robert, almost in the same location that he caught the first one. It was cold that night, but it wasn't cold enough to fog breath.
Hello? Whose property is this? Look at the house right here. Small shed. Whoa. Yeah, probably a bug. If there's any spirits here, can you guide me to where I need to go? I do not want to bring you harm. I do not wish you no harm at all. I just wish to know where to go to find you. My kids right here.
Focus your attention on the two upstairs windows. It was confirmed that there was nobody on the second floor with a flashlight, and this was not car headlights. If it were, you would have seen the lights on the outside of the house also.
A window that an apparition could look through. I can't. It's not a portal, but it feels warmer. I mean, it's as warm as if I were putting my hand next to a wall that was 10 or 15 degrees warmer.
Okay.
And right here, I can feel cold coming off of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel cold coming off of this. And I actually touch this, and it's at or about room temperature, but right about here, it's very warm.
Well, I definitely think there's something with the land just outside on this side of the house. I don't know if there's something that's buried in that land or if there's, I almost feel like there's bullets or coins or something like that that's out in that land that I'm sensing. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Could it be something similar to what someone might have if they wanted to put it in a sack and bury it?
Possibly. It's
A
like,
tin, or, I mean, I'm getting an image
I-
of a sack.
and I was getting more of just like bits and pieces here and there scattered throughout the land. I wonder if they found things out there in the land before. I'd be curious to find that out if they have. Okay, so we're gonna go down the hallway. There's a man that stands at the end of this hallway wearing uniform pants with suspenders and an undershirt, a floppy hat, and a long rifle. And he's pointing to this room over here. So I want to see what's in this room. Oh, it won't open.
That door,
So it goes back into this room
that door
again.
goes back into that room.
Yeah, so that's the room, like I said.
That door goes back into
it
that
has-
room.
I think we should go back in there and take a deeper look because he was definitely saying this room. Like I said before, I felt like there was somebody standing here in the bathroom door watching. And I don't think it's a very positive energy.
When I stood directly across from the center portion between the two entrances to this bedroom, My stomach was upset. I walked over here, I was fine. I remember being over there and having my stomach upset. Acid, indigestion, churning away. But it feels the intensity that comes with worry. And I don't have anything to worry about. I'm not worried about anything. But it's that sort of a feeling. Anxiety.
Can you explain why you get those feelings?
It's as if I'm capturing someone else's feelings. Somebody's anxious. They're nervous. They're...
And sometimes the spirits will put off a different energy level that conflicts with our own energy levels. And when they come into the presence of us, it makes me kind of sick to my stomach. Whether it be a positive or a negative energy. More so with a negative, I get really, really sick to my stomach, but if it's just positive energy, then sometimes it can make me feel a little queasy, but not really sick to my stomach. But that's the best way I can explain it. So we're going to go down to, looks like, I don't know if this is another bedroom. I can't tell. It's so dark. Yes, another bedroom. Yeah, I don't feel so good in this room either. The feeling I get is that the person that's in this room is being targeted, and for some reason that we will need to figure out why. But this, I think they see a lot of activity or feel a lot of activity in this room. I think this whole hallway is footsteps galore. I think they hear footsteps up and down these stairs, up and down this hallway constantly, and feel like they're being watched from the top of the stairs and in that bathroom. That's what I'm feeling. So.
Make your business stand out from the rest with the help of the Affordable Sign Guys. They offer so much at the right price. That includes custom signs, real estate signs, yard signs, door fronts, buildings, custom banners of all sizes, full and partial vehicle wraps, car magnets, decals, shirts, hats, jackets, bags, and other apparel, and more. They can print most anything. For more information on what they can do for you, call 254-300-1516.
When you're looking for the one store you can trust to have the exact battery you need right when you need it, whether it's for your car, riding mower, motorcycle, laptop, smartphone, watch, plus light bulbs for lamps, floodlights, can lights, appliances, all topped off by helpful experts, it's easy to see why nobody else stacks up to batteries plus bulbs. Did I mention we also repair smartphones? Batteries plus bulbs. Trust the plus.
Gizmo Guru has the largest selection of paintball guns and accessories. It's the only store that has its own feel. So call them to plan your next party or event. They have the largest selections of airsoft guns in Central Texas. They also carry a large assortment of martial art equipment, swords, and knives. Ghost! We have the largest selection of ghost hunting equipment in Central Texas. Gizmo Guru, 3302 Franklin Avenue, Waco, Texas.
This is Tanaya's room, my 12-year-old. In this room, I experienced whispering, and when I sat up to just try to make out the voices, the door across the hall slammed.
So they were doing their arguing in here, right? Excuse me.
They were doing the arguing in here, or did you hear it from the other?
It was whispering, so I couldn't tell where it was coming from. But when I sat up, that door slammed. And Tanaya says she hears whispering in here all the time. When it's mostly at nighttime, though.
Do you think it could be possibly people on the outside, since...
That's an elderly apartment complex, and I think they're asleep. And I really don't, I slept in here for a while, but where I experienced it the most was my room.
Okay, let's go over there.
Now, when we first moved here, 2001, I was asleep, but our room was set up a little bit different. I was asleep here, and I woke up out of my sleep, and there's a man standing right there.
In the
At the door.
doorway or in the hall?
In the doorway.
Actually in the doorway.
There's a man that stands at the end of this hallway.
How was he dressed, could you tell?
Not really.
Do you have a hat
Because
on
I
or
saw-
it's just...
It wasn't supposed to be a man in here. I saw it. I jumped up and I ran that way to shut the door. The only other thing is Aria would play with the ceiling. Just look up at the ceiling and kind of play up here.
Now, she is...
She's 3 now, but when she was a baby, that was very definite.
I think they get a lot of noise from the ceiling. And I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting, is noises coming above.
We are going to get our equipment ready and start our EVP sessions. This is Cindy, Elizabeth, Keisha, and Mike's, and we're about to do an EVP session. The spirit that's in here, if you go close to this green light, it'll light up. If there isn't anything there that would harm you, it'll light all the way up to red. If you can come close to that, let us know where you're at in the room. Then we have another one in the bathroom with a red light on top. If you get close to that one, it's going to make some noise, but it's nothing that will harm you either. And there's a flashlight. Please get close to one of them. Use one of them to show us you're here.
So we know there's a spirit in this room. A man that's been standing in the bathroom door. Can you make yourself known to us? Can you touch one of the lights that's on the floor, please?
We know there was someone outside, a shadow outside, because Robert saw that shadow. If you can hear me, please come back in here and talk to us so we can find out who you are and what you want. Please light something up for us. Make some kind of noise.
Can you knock on the wall?
Not going to cooperate, huh? If you just touched my hair, do it again.
Is there a female in this room? If there is, touch one of those lights.
Don't be afraid. We aren't here to harm you. We just want to know who you are and why you're here.
The people in this house just want to know who you are. Please touch one of the lights so we know you're here.
Are you one of the Jewish family members that used to live in this house?
Did you live on this property before this house was brought here?
Is this your land? I've never seen those things so quiet.
I know.
Do you not like talking to women? You're going to have to answer us for us to know that.
We just want answers for just a few questions. Please let us know that you're here.
Let's see, I'm going to move things around.
I don't know, just nothing's happening.
You see that? That's just a loud noise. Won't hurt you. Maybe you can walk up to it right here. A lot better in that doorway. Thank you. I reached for it and it lit up.
Yep, there it went again.
Is that you right there? It's really, really cold right down here. Are you here now to visit? Light that back up for me, would you?
There it
Thank
goes.
you.
Okay. There, it's doing it again.
Again? Yep. See how I'm tapping that flashlight? You just tap the back of it.
So can you just make something flash
Here it goes.
just like that? Do it one more time just to make sure we, okay, thank you. All right, so are you the man that stands in the bathroom? I guess that's a yes. Are you the man that stands in the bathroom door? Okay. Is that the light from here, or is it actually blinking?
It blinked
It
in.
blinked, okay. All right.
Or are you Keisha's grandmother?
So I can't tell.
If you're a male, light up one of those for me, please.
Thank you. Okay. So are you the man who stands in the bathroom? Yes. That blinked, right?
Yeah, I saw a little
Okay.
blink.
Is this your house?
Are you here alone?
So there's more than one spirit in this house? That flashed, right?
Mm-hmm. Can you make that loud one come on? Instead of that one, can you make the one right next to it with the red top come on? You're close enough. You should be able to make it go off. Make it sing. There's also a flashlight laying there. Can you get that thing to come on? You have enough energy?
Are you a female?
Are you a male?
There's no need to be afraid of any of us. We just want to ask a few questions. Can you touch one of the lights on the floor, please? It's easier for us to be able to ask yes/no questions if you can touch one of those lights and make it go off for us.
I'm about to use the spirit box. The loud noise will not hurt you. Might get a little annoying, but it will not hurt you. Let's see if I can turn it over. It's this box right here. It's an old AM/FM radio, and they have taken out the mechanism when it scans, you know, a radio will scan through and stop at each station. Well, they've taken that mechanism out, so it will continuously scan and make what they call white noise. Have you ever heard of the white noise? We might be able to get somebody speaking through that white noise.
Okay.
So that's what we're gonna try. If I can get it on. There we go. See how it's scanning continuous and not stopping.
Will Cindy and her team be able to contact the spirits using the spirit radio? What will they find out when they investigate the other bedroom? Will Jeffrey and Robert be able to uncover any more information on their investigation? Join us in the next video to find the answers to these and other questions.
Are you experiencing any unexplainable noises or activity in your home or office? Or do you know someone who does? Please contact us at 254-749-5839, or you can email us at mcpi@live.com.